Hello everyone, welcome back to Joy's Creative Finger. In this episode, we're going into Sulani to place Mermaid Topia and sink the Mermaid Suite into the ocean bed. So always go for Sapphire Shores. It's the best plot to do this on because it's got the biggest patch of land that goes underwater right here. So click on that and go straight into build mode from the town map. And then okay, I'm just going to switch this over to daytime, well, afternoon, and you can see it's a very deep portion of water here. Now, you have to enter a cheat, and this is really important because of the way I built Mermaid Topia. So you enter bb dot move objects, all one word, and hit enter on your keyboard. Now for me, it's gone off because it was already on. So I'm going to go back again and just type that up right now. Move objects, all one word, and hit enter, and it should say on. Once you've done this, you're ready to go. So head on to your gallery right here, and it should open up to your gallery. This is mine, obviously. So what you want to do is just click on item name and change it to EA account ID. Enter JCfinger exactly as you see in that space, and all of this should pop up. And it's the first one, Sunken Mermaid Topia, that you want to click on right here. Okay, I even go on to emphasize that your move object cheat should be on. Don't forget this, or the entire build would fall apart. So just click on place lot in the corner here, and you want it finished, obviously. It's very important, and just hit the check button here. A few seconds later, and your Mermaid Topia should sit perfectly on this plot because I've built everything from end to end, as you can see here. Now, straight away you can see that the Mermaid Suite is not sunken, and that's why I'm doing this episode, to show you exactly what to do. But here is a once over of exactly what it looks like. I've worked on it ever since the live build. But let's go ahead and show you a little key here, right here. And that's what we're going to use to sink the Mermaid Suite. But first, let's have a quick tour of the space. It's a beautiful master suite for the mermaid. A gate will go in that corner. We'll do that in a second, show you what to do. And I thought it'd be fun to place an oyster pearl right in the middle because the shape of the room was inspired by an oyster shell. Now let's quickly sink this. Okay, let me turn around this way. It's better so you see what happens. When you click on that, there is an up and down arrow in the middle. Now you want to focus in on the arrow pointing downwards. Click, hold, and drag down into the bottom of the ocean bed until it's flattened, and let go. Done. Now the suite is underwater. You want to smash this little piece off here, so turn around and hit it off so you don't hit anything else off, and if you do, then just go ahead and click the back button. Now you want to select this convenient rock ladder from the bedroom number 1 across the way and drag it to the main master suite here so that your mermaids can go in and out of the space without any obstruction whatsoever. They don't have to go through the front door. And there's another bedroom over here for the prince. Okay, one thing we need to do now is put a gate into the ensuite. I didn't do that before sinking because the gate just flies off and it's useless. So it's best to do it when you've sunken the suite. I like this one here, the lefty. I changed it into gold because I was inspired by the gold theme. And then ever so carefully holding down the alt option key, move it along and keep it there. Done. So now we have an entrance and some privacy, so to say, into the ensuite. The next thing to do is place a staircase right here so you can come in from the outside to the underwater. I like the mega staircase. It works brilliantly with the entire build. Pop it down and drag it along to fill out the space. That takes up 3 grids. Perfect. And now you want to create some staircase railing. So we're going to go for this one right here that matches the mega railing. Budget daylight and add that to the suite. Now there you go. It's fabulous. I have played so much with this, you've no idea. It's just so much fun. There's no way I would play with this game with mermaids and put them in a real house. It's just odd. But this, brilliant. And there's going to be a little gameplay. So Mina is pregnant again. It's time for family introductions. It's her 3rd pregnancy. She's had 2 others since she got married to Bionic. And this is what she looks like as a pregnant mermaid. It's nice from the front, but on the side it just gives you the heebie-jeebies, you know, with the tail and everything. It looks wrong. It just looks like something out of the ordinary. But this is what she looks like with her pregnancy as a mermaid. And her husband is just gorgeous. Bionic has got eyes for days. He's got depth. He's got a lot of character and texture to his self. And I just love this sim so much. His mermaid self is very dark, very intense, and of course he's the son of the fastest merman in the ocean. And I've changed the name Tryon to Nambutu, so it's the Nambutu household. For some reason it didn't switch over when they got married to Tryon. Okay, now the daughter is Ariel, and I couldn't resist making use of CC content for this fabulous looking hair. It's gorgeous. It's a darker tone to her mermaid self option, which is just a shade brighter right here. You might not see the difference, but it's just a shade brighter. And Ariel has the green tail and the purple shells. And then the face was my choice to go for fleshy lips, you know, raw. And the eyes have no lashes. And I thought that was great for a look. These merfolk are supposed to look unusual. The last child in the house at the moment is Triton Nambutu. And he has the room to the far left of Mermaidtopia. And he's fabulous, just fabulous, very skinny, very intense, and as usual, child of the ocean. But his mermaid self, I think, is the best for me anyway. It's just the right colors, and his ears and his head look like fins, you know, part of a fish. And his eyes are also quite deep and intense. A lot of darkness about him. Right, so you've met the family. Now let's move on into some little gameplay. So, it comes alive, it's beautiful, and you can see Mina has just walked into her dining area in her beautiful master suite. Now there are 2 rooms on the sides of this beautiful master suite. One here for the daughter, Ariel, and another one over on the side for Triton, right in the corner there. So I've got them to nap, so you'll see how they just lie down with their fishtails. I think it's beautiful. And this is why you need the ladder here. He just goes in and unusually climbs up above the water and then drops to the floor. And in he goes. This is not a mod. It just works that way. Check her out. Again, plop. She goes down with her tail. This is how it's supposed to be. Underwater gameplay. Let's look at Triton over here. Done. There he is with his tail. Right, now Mina's going to go into labor anytime soon, so before that happens, let me quickly give you a tour of the walls that guard Mermaidtopia. behind these doors you have a little fountain here, and this is the entrance to that throne room that you've just seen. Look at the frogs that wash the walkway, look at the blue skies, the blue ocean, and basically this is the access to the ensuite that's in the ocean. So you come through any of these beautiful golden arches and down you go into the space here. I am in love with this build because it's just unusual, and as I say, having the mermaids swim around in the area here is just beautiful. It just absolutely is. Now the Nambutu treasures are hidden in this tower here in this master suite, and I thought it'd be nice to clunk around some expensive things, and if anyone tries to steal any of these, then the Nambutu household will kill such a sim. Mina is terribly uncomfortable. I kept the game paused so I could tour Mermaidtopia's walls with you, but now we have to let her pop. It's just really unfair. There she is, waddling along with that belly in the water, and oh, great boost. Yeah, just do the usual. I can't right now. Mina has to have a baby. Deal with your own problems. You're a grown teen. Right. Yes, let's attend to you, Mina. Let's quickly take you to just that belly though. Let me quickly click on the cot right here by the bedside and say have baby. Who is calling right now? And let's get Bionic to jog here quickly. I want you to stand right by when she has her babies. So basically this is what Bionic had put together for his new wife that he got married to in that beautiful Coco Bongo in the last episode, and yeah, it was a huge surprise for her, and she's quite happy. She gets to have her mer babies underwater, which makes perfect sense, not at the hospital. She's a fish, for goodness sake. Where is he? He's supposed to be, yeah, I think I can see his little legs. Let me just zoom out. There he is. Okay, so she's ready to have that child, and it's a boy. So the name's going to be Lucid. I already thought about this, and if it was a girl, it's going to be Ursula. So let's accept him into the family. Yay! And I think he should be the one to attend to the baby. She'd be so tired right now, wouldn't she? Who is calling? Go away. Maybe you're the first one to be killed by the merfolk. Right, let's get him to coo at. Oh no, I think he should, attend to his wife first. That's the right thing to do, and he's already doing that. Slap on the wrist. Okay, so how about we get him to serenade? And I think what I'm looking for is to embrace. Romance, embrace. Yes, give her a hug for her hard work. And then last thing to do is bottle feed. I think the baby will be very hungry. She should have breastfed him first, but she really needs to use the restroom, so she has to go. So you go ahead, Bionic, and take care of your little son. And when his son Lucid ages up, I'm going to move him into the bedroom that's hidden in the walls of Mermaidtopia, while Ariel and Triton, who are in the rooms in the water, will get married to ghosts, and they'll become family and live in those different rooms on both sides of this mermaid suite. So I'm going to have a lot of fun and see what happens when Mermaidtopia is filled with ghosts and mermaids and ghost mermaids, if that exists at all. We'll see what happens. Someone in particular Layla Isles, I'm going to deal with you later on. I'm going to get Mina to really teach you a lesson. You need to back off. Let me get him to sail around, and I want you to be able to see him leave the ensuite via the ladder. That's the important thing. Look at that. And he just goes into the mud and then turns into a merman, and off he goes. I think that's fabulous. There are no mods involved in this. It just happens that way because the actual room is in the ocean bed. So I'm getting him to sail away because he needs to go to the far ends of the ocean to get some more treasure for his kingdom, and obviously pay a visit to his father, perhaps, to let his father know that the kingdom continues to expand. Well, you might say, well, he could just swim to the ends of the ocean to go see his dad and go get the treasures. Well, he does need a vessel to heap it full of all the gold and the diamonds and the precious stones, doesn't he? And he'll bring that back to his family. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy Mermaidtopia if you choose to download it into your sim world. And I will see you again soon in the next episode. Bye!